深い深い森の奥に迷い込んだ村の娘、色あせた手紙を持って夜の館にたどり着く。
Okay, I'm here. Let me tune this down. And go to my mission here, and it's not here. Why is it not here? Oh. You fix this. It's not appear. If it's like disappear. Oh, I have to edit it all over again. Hang on. Window capture, Spotify, Alt. Shut. That's now also there again. I don't know, it should stay there like this, but you never know. Let me also this, hang on. Also enable this. Yeah, how has life been? It's been a week, eh? I had an unpredictable week. I had like my coach dojo is normally a Saturday. Also friends fun to go to the movie, which was fun. Actually, so you know the moment you're sitting in the movie theater, it's like 2 hours past. You're sitting there like 2 hours. It's only like 10 minutes. So I usually Friday with my parents. It was like from that Sunday I didn't know when my friends went. So if they went the Saturday, I had to cancel that, and if on Friday I had to cancel my parents. So that's why I said, you know what, I stream a weekend not, and then. But overall, you know, also thinking of last week, you know, I also normally go with the Godfather campaign and how do you call it, do that stuff, and you know, how I want like, I do 50 minutes a mission and I have something to stream for like 2 or 3 months, and like last week, that 4th mission, that was actually, I was like cutting the stream off in separate missions so I could upload to YouTube. And that mission 4 took 1 hour and 6 minutes. It's generally 1 hour and 6 minutes. And I was sitting there like, and that last mission took 40 minutes. The one mission I'm most fearful for is one where like you're fighting in the Chinese rooftop buildings. This one where you have to like rescue a doctor, because that one was where I stopped and with it, because I couldn't get past the part. It was something like that hallway mission 4 where you're like a certain point so far away, but the way to it was annoying, and enemy there, enemy left, enemy right, enemy there, enemy grenade there. So But overall school week is also pretty normal. Oh yeah, I'll also I did that Tuesday. No. I was searching local docs, so I'm gonna make focus on my translate. But enough talk, I guess. Okay, enough talk. Did we start? Can I leave this on, this music? Yes, if I'm gonna leave it on. Gonna leave it on. And you know what, I could leave it on. This is not the I'm pressing Windows key. Let me resize this. See what I'm playing. Maybe I'm gonna turn it off. But you have like Spotify thing here. I'm gonna turn it off and move this over here. This there. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna, of course, let the sound of the gameplay. The sound of the game, you know? No? No? Okay. I mean, if you want music, you have to tell me. I will put it back on. I should look at song requests again, but since I upload every VOD to YouTube, if I get like one copyrighted song, I have no issue. Why is this not on full screen? Thank you. I don't have an issue. Let's get blocked, but playing Leaf also makes that happen, so... That's the thing that I don't get with like, what do you call it? With like, copyright strikes. I know that you are not allowed to play, but like, for example, if you play a rhythm game, or Just Dance, then you're screwed. Because... And I get the DMCA and the game does blah, 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 so... Oh yeah, last time we left off at the start of the second trial. I don't know what we found and I don't know what we did, so let's find out. Like I did in the statement, in my opening statement of Twitch, of Insta and Twitter. Like, just carefully thinking of what matches together. No, just press every statement and see if we're right. Is the basket ready? Hey, shut up, Karma. Taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what's the meaning of your statement just now? When you question everything, it will be over in 3 minutes. I have no time to waste. Got my witness now. Yeah. Got my witness, my deceived witness to the stand. Oh yeah, him. The witness, state your profession. The Mr. Sleepy guy. I don't know what I had like last week, this Monday and Tuesday. I felt so sleepy. Can be that I of course get up early both Monday and Sunday and that I couldn't sleep out. I feel better. De proprietor of the restaurant of the wet noemde wat kantleek. And daar also rent boats. Man of the incident, you're in a boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Witness hasn't stated his name yet. Guess I didn't ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I've predicted this trial went in 3 minutes. Stop asking a few questions and cooperate. Since I will state his name. Oh, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? Memory. Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. He cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well, let's hear his testimony, shall we, witness? What's that yoga guy? Christopher's three people. I figured it out last time, but I completely forgot, so. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I ran boats as usual. And I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and man walks by my window. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Not the question about witness testimony. No need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before or 3 minutes are up. Judge your verdict now. Alright, yes, Mr. Wright. I have right to cross-examine. Where's the cross-examine the witness? You didn't expect that, huh, Karma? 3 minutes just passed. Let's see, well then let's check your time. You may cross-examine the witness. You didn't expect that, huh, Mr. Karma? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Oh, yep. Did he die? On the 20 shot from exploding 1 meter away. At 12:15 a.m. I think it's 11:24 at. Rods photographed the hill 6, incident exhibit 8, hit on the back. Rowdy attack of Hetman Lake, pistol bullet. RT trains. R2 sounds like gunshot just after midnight. There's no metal here. Only possibly a 6 in the photograph of the murder. Press anything? Just after midnight, you say? Up, just around then. Are you sure? Cut the sharp. Talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Surprised you seem sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered, isn't that right? He's falling asleep. Oh, don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did say yep. See, continue. I was at the restaurant where I ran boats as usual. I believe that, but... I believe that. Anyone can verify that? Well, I guess fully good. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough. Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, kid boy. Eat! Prosecution concedes that we cannot provide the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Let's make it like the testimony not trustworthy. And then at the bang! Yeah. Where did the bang seem to come from? Bang! From the lake, I figure. You sure then? Yep. Good, continue. You know the time scheme armor or something? Is there someone in the boat? They were pretty far out there, couldn't see clearly, but I figured there were 2 men out there. Yep. You can see them clearly. Yep, at the time that is. Time. Another bang. There are 2 gunshots total. Yep. But Lotte said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. I'm just gonna save here because I don't want to continue through all the me stuff, you know. If my Twitch thing back, you know, check something. It's okay. Oh no, that is good. Like this fine because it's the real it's tough being a lawyer. By your window? Yep, I'm in window right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Oh, the fuck was pretty darn thick, but it was right there. I saw. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Bad feeling about this. Man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. That's heard both pursuits to the bank and yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat floating in the lake and another bank. Just but then the boat comes back to the shore and the man walks by my window. The man was the defendant. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? That certain kid! He said I can't believe he is dead as he walking by too. And then so you sure the approach you saw was Miles Edwards. That's him, that Edwards boy! Why do you fall over? This sounds like deceive evidence indeed, there's no room for doubt. Nice, lure me into cosmic and set me for a fall. Nick! I don't like the way things are going here. I'm running the court was glaring at us. But I expect where this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, it proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edwards who fired that gun. It's alright, you're referring to the fingerprints from Edwards' right hand found on the gun? The photo can show the man firing with his left hand. Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Or ignoring the truth matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edwards said I can't believe he's dead, but his words are all we have. You were telling a lie. Mr. Wright, in a court of law the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even the basic fact. If you say this testimony's lie shows proof. Or do we have evidence? No good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Can you hear me, sis? Please? Need your help, need you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. That must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Zzz. And that lies. Further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to seize the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Court find the defendant Mr. Edwards. I lost. Wait! What's that just now? Me! Huh? Huh? Hey! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday. But today, I remember it. Remember what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Oh, okay. Order. What is the meaning of this? A verdict has been decided. It's called for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting there and only was listening to the testimony, and then I realized something said was different from what I remember. And now I could just sit here and let you call Edgy a murder. So it's just not right. That's fine. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, I've already given your decision. Trial's over. Nick, this is it. Larry has given us a final chance at this. Right, only it wasn't Larry. To make this even worse. Edwards was just declared guilty, Nick. Doesn't get any worse, you're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A fool's waste of time, as the Von family always said. Allowed to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes has been made, every witness should be heard. It's the law, bitch. The rules of the law. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. But that we will hear the new witness. Court is adjourned. Ew, that was too close. Shocking to keep the edge with your seat like that, Edward. I've seen worse. Ah, right, Edward. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right, and I found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Yeah, George. Huh? Say something, right? Oh, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edwards, there's something we need to ask you. What's that? Are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up and was thinking I didn't have a reason really. I see. Right? Yeah. This might be our chance. From karma's only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witness, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he ever did to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court, and that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full fools, right? That's right, Nick. A 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Alright, that's 15 minutes. 15. Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I need to admit a picture one last chance. Carmen didn't even time to prep his witness. It just hope Edwards is right about this one. Big. Okay. I thought it was that. I thought it was like, did I lose? But apparently not. The night I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after that, I heard a single gunshot and I went home. It was an unusual fake testimony for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Larry, I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come to this far. The way to go back forward, Nick. One is telling 2, the other is telling 1, and the evidence says 3 times fired. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? There was so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time was it? It was after 11, when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. Why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? Or something, I found it. Looking for something? Yeah, it's a bird. What was it? What are you looking for? And then there's a search for is irrelevant. Most likely I was hunting for this Gordy. Surprisingly close for the truth in a sense. It's all relevant, let's get over with. I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Right time, what time was that? Well, let's see, I figured it was out searching for about an hour, I guess it's around 12, yeah. I'm not sure. Hey! Don't give me in the face. It's the one third of human cynical, okay? Please watch this these days, Larry. Please watch this. And I just was thinking about going work, I heard this bang. I looked out of the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Where's the sound come from? I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Look at the lake. Yeah, I looked. But there was no boat inside. Wasn't there a boat in the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Oh, whoa, everybody's just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure if there was a boat out there or not. So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. Heard one bang, correct? Yeah. That was a pretty wishy terminal, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on contradictions. It's over, yeah. I'm fucking the scene, right? But one thing that contradicts me is Morsley did. That's 3 times fired. No, doesn't work like that. It's always, I hate that you press here and it goes forward. That night I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. Why is that like some eyewitness evidence? Oh. In this, but it isn't the gun. It has to be in either one. That last one. Oh my god, Bernard don't like to see him, but wait, if it's after midnight that he went home, then he should hear 2 guns shots. Should be 2 gunshots. Wait a sec, Larry. What? I only heard 1 bang. You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Loss, not the heart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. The old man just now said the same thing. Both heard 2 gunshots that night. See, I knew it. I'm a smart girl sometimes. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Oh, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. My Wednesday, I'm like a customer here. You gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? So, but what? I only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Oh, sure, can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. Also, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. Huh? Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? Listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? This will calm your opinion. Waste of time, I don't accept this witness, nor his show the testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I'll continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. What? Nothing's more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Press, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, give it to me. I wondered if there was only a way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to the real booming loud like, but I'm not sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. In it high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can I listen to the radio with peace in this free country? Judge, can you believe even what the witness said? When he heard was probably nothing for more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it's difficult to believe that this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who was testing on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could hear the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. If I continue this charade. I can believe it too. I can believe that I'm continuing this too, but hey, and let's be Alice. So he turns on the radio. Right? Can't hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone. Christmas Eve alone. all requests shown on the ALC. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. That was Mr. Butts. How loud was the radio set to that night? To that real booming loud, like boom chakalaka boom 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 chakalaka. Booming loud. Yeah, you know. Make sure I had headphone on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything at all going outside at all. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. Press it. I proved that. Think of friends are always like, can you prove it? Can you prove it? Can you prove it? I prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, I was talking about it came back real clear to me, you know? What does she say? Mr. Wright, please seize this pointless question. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said to us? That's the point! Well, my court, not yours. Me. Allow the question only if there's some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Fine. Oh, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Bus, please certify to the court what was the radio nurse saying when you heard the gunshot. That's hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Was one fired 11:15 and one at 12:15 AM. Oh, that was the first gunshot. Right. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Press one click nog even op. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Press it. So that means that the shot has been fired for 11:50 or 12 PM. Once the ticket says made heard, but there's one game to info. I've got to press it to get to the bottom of what happened. Good job, and that's all my question. First thing I am, she had this maybe someone's head itself, so this was the minute I heard was one thing to pay. I've got to press it. What do I have to press? I have to show evidence. Huh? You don't boom me loud like. You don't boom me loud. And you know. I heard the gunshot. Of course you can't. Do I have any evidence that contradicts one of these? Well, what I can try one thing because thing is, yeah, it was evidence. Harry, are you absolutely sure what you're about saying is correct? Huh? That's the face, you look scary, dude. You try to scare me, you better know and don't scare that easy. What's the matter with right? Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? Did you just said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Niet and? Almost Christmas mean it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? You've heard the gunshot was so Christmas Eve. Seems the case, Jess. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. But both Mrs. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots was already Christmas. That's a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he heard the gunshots before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. Ah! Now, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard before the gunshot in midnight? That's a mistake, Your Honor. Heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this valid claim. Give me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Well. It's my evidence. Find a weapon. Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday had 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Oh, what? Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. You waste our time again with your empty statements. The pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that was fired before midnight? You have proof that witness didn't just think he heard something. Eat well, Mr. Wright. Turn it back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Yeah? Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Mr. Hart with an automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah, but there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by any automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise from the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why the photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at that time, Larry claims. Dab. Oh wait, you can see that. Evidence so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen tonight on the lake. Exactly, if that is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. I ask you why. I think something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separate by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. Murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. In that case. What do you mean? Yeah? Yes. If you don't figure this out now, we'll never overcome Edward's guilty verdict. But a hunch, I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is it safe? Safe, I already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything to sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Then you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murder than Mr. Edwards himself. Wrong from Karma. I mean, was shot tonight, but it wasn't Edward who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edwards and the victim Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. Yes, but this assumed that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. This timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Not Edwards and Robert Hammond. Who else have it to be? Yes, I believe you are mad. That's exactly what I've been telling in court all the time. You're agreeing with me, yet what did you just say? That Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat. Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you for karma. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for this fullness. Dat was echt. Should have stayed earlier. Edwards and the murderer. Of course it was Edwards and the murderer. After the murder killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, assumed the case of Mr. Hammond and met Edward. Are you serious? Yes. Edward won't tell us why I went to the lake that night. However, I've heard. At night Robert Hammond called Edward to the lake. No, Edward didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything in the murder. And the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ridiculous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. It's... So you don't know? Oh, help. Who is it? You know? Okay, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Can you waste my time? I don't know because he never told us. Murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. 11:15 was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker of the boat shop? Why did he do this? Well, there weren't any other boats on the lake then. Why did he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? Maybe I should guess the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Oh, I assume, yeah, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That's why he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You've proved that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. You call that testimony if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. And just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Where would that be if I just returned the boat? Boat shop. Mr. Wright. How is he not air balloon? I don't know. Just to get off topic, I took my water bottle and I just looked out of the window and there's like old air balloon floating by and it's like real low. I think people do. I hope the air balloon kinds. I think I'm gonna need a second water bottle. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the court lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. You sure about this? Not really. But I think I've started at the very beginning. And take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in a boat with Edward and went out into the middle of the lake. Don't fire the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright. Was it Edward? No, Edward didn't fire it. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edwards on purpose. Wait a minute, yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Notice, Mr. Wright, the moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Why did you have to fire twice? Or if your first shot missed. But you don't have to create a witness, because if you kill and no one is there... Guess the first shot missed. Missed. I was aiming for Edwards and he missed. What are you saying? You chose to miss Edwards on purpose? I did tell that, so okay, to create a witness. I believe you shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. Ensure that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next. The murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. There's someone looking from the edge of the lake. It appeared that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. When she realized that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker saw climb back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. That's what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired the night on Coward Lake. Did I won? Olaf! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Did I won? Very well. We are waiting for the caretaker. Would like to ask to defend Mrs. Edwards a few questions. Mr. Edwards, please take the stand. Mr. Edwards, you heard what the defense had said. Yes? Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright had said was mostly correct. Strongly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Asked me to come to the boat show by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, I leave! We are conducting a trial here. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! You cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Carmy, witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Guess with that saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow. The final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its force to find that witness. Am I understood? Once more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. I won. Oh. Hey Nick, we did it! Well, at least you got hurt from one that guilty verdict. What about Larry? There was something else. Even Von Carmen didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. I sure wanted to sit through his unique testimony. So he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's always on trial instead of clients. Hey, Edward. Mr. Edward? Did you say something? What looks of paint? I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. Go try to smile just a little. Relax. Sorry, but the verdict's not over for me yet. Right? It's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edward? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I'm making my mind. What is this about Edward? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Have you committed? Memory of a murder. Hang on. What? Oh. What is that was talking about? I don't know. Memory of a crime that I committed. I do know that, but the rest, memory of a murder. You really think Mr. Edward killed? I don't believe it, not Edward. The painful memory has been troubling me. You never take someone's life, never. Ik. Woo! Oh, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? There's something solid in the airlines, huh? Maya? Well, swimming? Yeah? Oh, I do remember feeling faint. Ryan, tell me the rule. It's like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe Mara skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edwards in there, dude. Archie. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before you, hero. Harry, you really helped out at the trial today. You did it! Weren't there, Larry? I'm sure Mr. Edwards hasn't been found guilty. Not seriously, Nick. The boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious, but actually ain't of look yet. Ain't to spoil the mood, Larry. Yeah, I'm just a guy sitting down, as you know. But from where I was sitting, Edward seemed pretty edgy. You can really know he's telling the truth about that night. Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe you too until the end. Us too? Edward and who else? You mean me, right? You mean me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, I mean Nick. That was just silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edward so much? He's changed recently too. When we first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. What? Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. He saved me, Miles. And Larry. He saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. Ah! Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Wait, I see someone in chat. Wait. Wait, hang on. I see someone. Someone talk. Did someone talk in chat? Huh? Oh. Hey, Melamber. My chat wasn't updating until now. Wait, what did I mean? You're gonna. Remember this that I saw your messages in my my chat panel on the left, but apparently my chat wasn't updating on my screen. So I didn't miss any people, but if it just could so happen that I didn't saw your messages. Was like, why is my chat not updating? But my chat wasn't updating. Now it is. So I was live, Melamber, and no cardboard yet. That is Miles Edwards case with karma, you know, karma. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so I'm in there. That's not for emote, that's actually quite a funny emote. Wait. I'm not going well actually. I just woke up at 9. Had school, did school stuff, and had a chill afternoon. So, and I'm streaming, I'm back on screen. I was still funny about last week, what I did, like with the Black Ops Veteran campaign. I'm still amazed by one of the missions that took me like an hour and 6 minutes. Why is it so warm in here, all of a sudden? Am I screaming too much? I think I'm screaming too much. It was on trial, a class trial. Oh, class trial? You remember, Larry? You've been stuck in Elden. Is it like real, like Leon thing? Like... Is it real that difficult? I know that Leon said it was like 10 hours busy with the first boss. Is it that bad? Or I know I never played a Dark Souls game. Did I? I can't remember any at least, so. Kitten Claus got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Massive. My school was really small. Every month kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with 38 bucks still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold. So I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. Oh, they thought you did it. Ah, it's not that difficult to play the soul things. No, you're not like stuck then. You? Huh? I'm just imagining, like, if you have 200 bosses to lean on already, it took like 10 hours on the first boss. It's stuck for 20,000 hours. And I 2,000 hours. 90 to 100, that's nice and impressive. But they're just sitting here, imagine like Leon. For me, it was like you spent 10 hours on boss, that's 2,000 hours in Elden Ring. You're 180 hours in. Well, Leon is already 10 hours in. Yep, this kid in class said I should be put on trial. Was a trial? Then the next day we had a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty, he did it! Guilty did it, give the money back, you're such a meanie, no one play with him! Admit we're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and don't bow in my razor, you shouldn't be allowed in the rally race or on the liberty update. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Did you rob the bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. A lot of people try to take on bosses that should skip run by and come back later. But the first boss isn't that bad, right? Or can you also skip the first boss? Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I've done it. I tried to apologize and went to where the boy whose money was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs to this trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Else? Not you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone has been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Mouse, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did. He's the one. What did he prove? Why don't you just shut up? It's always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. You just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. I just feel like a kindergarten class. You know, like, he did it! He did it, I was... Now kids be like... He grabbed the remote and he... Very well, I will replace the monies myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. That's why I almost every soul skin goes. The first boss will kill you, make the teacher, you will die the second boss you pass, you will face storm through this, teach you to pick your battles, skip them and come back later. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. Just want to learn what I meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, it's just lucky that I took the day off from school. And I would have thought I've done it. But even though that Dark Souls game worked out to play. I also don't want to play those games, but like, it just killed me and this stuff. You know, me dying for like 20th time I couldn't was like, bullshit. So you see, when something smells, it's usually the best. Anyway, I talked after class hand, and then I heard that father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would since shine when he talked about his father. Going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. Famous defense attorney. And then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. He had 6 incidents. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father dead. It's so sad. 7 years later, when I heard Edward's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. Headline was something like "Dark Suspicious of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. Article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Why? What happened? I mean, doesn't Archino used to know it all? I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see Godfrey. Just drop it. So, I wanted to meet him. To learn why he had become weak. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean? Was a friend right to 3, fight the 3 senator first block pre bump into after the invincible death? For 8 hours is level 3 and eventually beat it in the meantime. I ran past level up to 20 and came back and killed him. Just imagine me sitting here like 3 minute Dark Souls game, dying to the first boss like 3 hours long, and then no, that it's. You just imagine that. Is that how Dark Souls stream games go, or? I just can imagine my. I know, I can just imagine myself sitting here trying to beat the game and then sometimes be like, this is bullshit! You dodged that attack! That should have been a hit! No, hit, no, please, run. No, that's not it. I hit him! Accurate representation of me, me raging. This is set for who? I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I already need. Okay, let's go. Yeah, but I can see myself sitting there, like, spending 3 hours on the first boss and be like, and then never streaming it again because, like, I'm so done with this game, you know? Move around. Hey, Edgeworth! I think it's Grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? But how do, like, can you give an example of how Dark Souls streams go? Like, how do people look like? Is it like fighting one boss and it's like 4 hours and then done? You don't remember? Oh, I don't. Lunch money was done, was it 10th, 3rd grade? 20? Oh, alright. I don't remember something like that. I think you're the only one who really remembered. That's probably not really matter to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, you know? That was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Thanks. That's sad. I just sound like the kind of thing you do. Haven't changed a bit, haven't you, right? Just simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe yes, but I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. Hey, Edward, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny the reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. Did you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. The suspect was apprehended to your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter anyway. Look at it. Yes, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. We were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Was your memory? Even now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. It was the crux of Yogi's attorney. Argument in court. Claimed Johnny Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was too unique. A perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, one were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All the crime does is job. It's his job to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's time well impossible to find the weakness in him. Until the weakness appears, he'll do everything in his power to make it go away. I'm Edgeworth. If I just saying this to you, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. That's right. Just try to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Strange situation in which I find myself amid. Kidding. Should we go beach diving? Hello? Someone home? You out again. When is your work anyway? I don't know, don't be harsh. I guess we'll come back later. Let's go to Court Lake. Let's go take a swim or something. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How's one today, huh? Got so worked up, I snapped my tie now. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know, no, really did it. You mean the boodschap caretaker? Look, I make you a promise. I'll have this skunk doll in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come with me. My duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me as a criminal. Okay, bye Gumshoe. Bye Dick Gumshoe. Name's Dick, right? I don't know. Oh, one other thing. And we can go into the woods today. Woods? Or a lot of us camping? The woods are off limits to camping and apparently the park ranger found out. They're pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I think thought us in a lot of trouble. For lots of... a lot. No, Maya, no. Didn't find funny. Anyway, I'm seeing you tomorrow. Ciao. Huh? Steel's eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog sounds close too. Guess I was too busy working up at Mr. Ashford to show up for work. No, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go here. I'm going this way. I'm going over for a swim, I said. Won't get a good away. Have you mentioned him would be the real murder? Hello, what may you be doing here? But for a walk, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Is it's not the time for adult researching. It's actual trial in tomorrow. Oh, that's true, yes. But from what I saw of the news, I should be fine, right? I'm not sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. We'll be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks, bye. What do you think? Mr. Close doing here anyway? Knows. Somebody's home. Hello? Hello? Squawk! It's Polly! On my own is gone, Polly. No? Squawk. I can't believe you run on this poor parrot to fight for herself. Hello? Can you just shut up, Polly? Remind me, Nick. Polly here knows the number of the safe, right? Correct. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228. Squawk! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't anyone in there. Hey! Keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in here. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I got some other clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. 150% clear letter. Get your revenge on Miss Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Ik weet wat Miss Edgeworth's name be on here. How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also say this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Running Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. Oh here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like there are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instruction. Oh, I've got to run on that letter. And what does it mean we get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? I don't know, okay? One thing is for certain. A letter is an amazing clue. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Please know about her anyway. I'm sure they do something. Okay. Sorry, Polly. Says I can take you. Okay, now the bird can take me too. Fishing rods. So I'm now going to, I guess, back to Closebox office. Come on, hold the fair. Looks like the type of hasn't gotten back yet. I'm sure. I'm going to be back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy you had to rest by tomorrow. About your shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if there's nothing to do, pal. Okay, I'm sure. Right for it. See this ladder? Came after saving the shack where the boat hunter caretaker lives. Where's she? Mentioned me? What's the whole guy anyways? I don't know. Maybe an instant defendant you got declared guilty or something. Nice right, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. You man, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. Also said this is your last chance. Last chance? It may be mistaken about the statute of limitation on the Elis incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? You know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the Elis incident, the one who found innocent. And Yogi was a court both at the time. Just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Fate was incredibly strong. Before I knew everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air faint and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Wait. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Shout, you just used up more oxygen. I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up the ceiling. In court, Johnny's Yogi mental condition was called into question. He claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress caused temporary insanity. In the end, he claimed passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? That tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. How many want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me this last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. Me in the nightmare. It's a nightmare. I've had a memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? Of a murder. Oh, my neck. My neck is hurting. Always. Maybe it's because of my paw, but I'm going to tell all. For the last 15 years, I had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Breathe quiet. No charge, you just use more oxygen. And breathe. Stop breathing my air, I'll stop you. Ah, what? Where are you? Stop breathing my... No, father is attacking father. And I see the pistol lying by my feet. None of it was evidence from that day in court or the battles. In days I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Ah! Ah! And with that scream, I wake. A bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Well, that's just a dream, right? Right? Well, it's the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They said that sometimes people shout out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. Ah. If you think about it, that's why this letter makes sense. Get your revenge from Edward. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. This one wanted revenge against me. I trust you. I mean, it was me. It was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? Oh, I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 and maybe... There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6. Is it a fancy talking Mr. God there? Hi, buddy. Oh, Mr. God's back. Oh, hello there. You're wrong, you're looking troubled. I'm kidding, I can believe you're not. My. Let's calm down, tell me what's happened. It's what? I see. So I first dreamed to shot his own father. Only a dream. I wonder. If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against my else Edward. So deep he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edward's dream was not a dream, it was real. As she mentioned, Mr. Edward threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. Oh, I can't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his capability was irrevocably wrecked. Yogi suggests she sought revenge on Miles Edward. It was his last chance, of course, with the stage of limitation so close. What about Edward's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds right, but it's true. While we may have one peer now that I think about it, the mentor Mia Faye. Sister? Gary Edwards was very disapproved of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Not surprised. Von Karma is an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gary Edwards tried to call on attention to his methods. And he lost. He died in despair as where was she? When Gary Edwards was killed, the police called out a spirit medium. Special Mother Misty Faye. Martyrs have been killed. The one who shot me was the Biff and the Yogi. And the Yogi was found innocent. Then my mother left us. Even called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was you see. That's now as I think about it. Seems that the one who lied was Gary Edwards. Ghost. Gary Edwards must have known who shot him. I believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edward Dad lied to protect his son? Only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. You have something to say about this? Oh ho ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. I killed Robin Hammond. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake but for his own. Huh? His own sake? Never trusted his clients. That's one. Only one thing that he trusted was his own ability. But his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but so socially he was ruined. You will understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? It's a letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? I don't think any Yogi, because I don't think Edward, so... Karma? Why would I have something to do with this? No, I'm not sure. Karma, from Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is from Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. Ah! That means... The one was he... Correct, nou een vriend van de Karma himself. What does it mean then? Oh, it's from Karma wanted to frame Edward. If it truly was from Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know the monster Edward had accidentally killed his own father. Say it's as much the more important as I should think. The press pointed to the court find Mr. Edward guilty. Oh. How could Mr. Karma about Mr. Edward's business like this? Even Mr. Edward thought it was just a nightmare. I don't know. But I do know that Mr. Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. Maybe seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edward by hurting his home. You mean, 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory Edward in court, and Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscared. What happened in the trial between Edward and that of Von Karma? Karma got the guilty verdict he won the trial, but Gregory Edward accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. Until he lost his trial, Mr. Edward's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? That's the only penalty Von Karma ever received as a prosecutor. Gregory Edward dealt on blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. Took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? It's an unusual event for the man. It was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecution. Ah, really? Does it take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Strange ideas about vacation, man. In any case, that's the only time he took a vacation from work and believed the penalty upset him quite a lot. What, he wanted to be perfect record so badly? Why did he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Karma's going to bring them DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edward pleads guilty to DL6? Come on, let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this. Even accidentally murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edward's innocence. I can believe he killed someone. Nick, that was admit this to himself. I thought it was a lead to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. These files might have something of interest. Does work? I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chance of finding something are slim. And I understand. What else? We have to go back to the police files. Apparently, anyone here? I've been out looking for that guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think I should be coming back today. You're staying out late looking for someone. That is a partner performed for real. I'm wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma isn't in there now anyways. He can go in as long as he's here there. Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Nick, let's hurry. What's this always? I was only here just yesterday. We just have some time to clean. Come on, Nick. Not saying I'm just noticing that he isn't there. Karma? Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, take favorite police case. This is a case report and you took by doing rightly getting dust. Huh? One of these drawers here is open. I've been looking in it recently. It says unsolved case evident. Unsolved cases? Nick? I file for DL6. It's completely empty. What are you doing here? Von Karma! You. You know my name. Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? See each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edwards' defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Useless things to be crushed. Mr. Edwards is your student, right? Romantic, so still can shut them in him. Looks like his father, always second rate. Karma, you were the extra kind than Mr. Edward, didn't you? Me? Grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Isn't that a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? Yeah, you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take this son under your wing afterwards? One of your most withered rival. But my dear attorney is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. Well, since I've had the defense attorney last this long. So you will lose in the end. Miles Archer will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Archer will tell in court tomorrow? He's going to court tomorrow. Can I move? We're going back. Do I have to show him something? I have to show him something, huh? Oh, you think I'm possible to give you a defense attorney information? Bah! No, I have to give you the letter. Do I? Mr. Von Karma, look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You suspected Yanni Yogi to committed murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? It's a fool! I told him to burn it after I read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. It saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick? What's just a thing? Stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. Take some of that volts of course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Oh, what are you? Nick, run! Fire! Out of my way. He got us the letter. He's gone, of course. City says evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya. No need to take it. Oh yeah, are you okay? And take all of the DL6, right? I'm gonna stop him and jump as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. Useless. Not good as a lawyer or medium. I can even call my sister. Even now when we needed her the most. I should not woken up at all. Oh, Maya. And about or something. Maya? Something. That? Bullet? 6 in the evidence, number 7, taken from the heart of the khaki archward. Remember, Von Karma was holding this while Maya jumped in. I'll prove to you it, Maya. I'm most definitely not useless. Over to you in court tomorrow. I could remember him tasering me, but I was like, is it talking enough? Apparently not. And he took all the evidence we had. Took all the evidence we had. December 28, 9:15 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Judgment day, detective going to settlement. Ugh! Big idea. Sorry, Nick. I'm gonna touch your shoulder. Guess the shock hasn't worn off for my run in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today, the last day of trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Brian. George is looking glim as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ugh! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Oh, yeah? You should go outside and discharge. Right, get Eddie. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ooh, pow! Let's get into that girl. Detective Kimshu! Morning, Mr. Edward. Good morning. I did a go, detective. I've no fear, as promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. You just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective. You must be tired. Actually, after the shock I got from the way in, I feel pretty good. He's forgotten his own name. Thanks to be a lie. Oh, he wants revenge on Edward if he couldn't remember his past. Just remember, I'm going to prove it. Ollie! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ellsworth. But it's ready, Your Honor. Constitution is ready. Right, very well. The Empress reached the final day of our proceeding in this trial. As to the prosecution submits the serious evidence. Oh, not being waiting with silence. Right, thanks to Detective Kim Shu, efforts the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. As the trial, the twins arrested assert that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker is yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Mr. Sleepy Guy. The motor on the shop on the lane from where he witnessed the incident. Initially, he currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. No? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I haven't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. You have a motive, but... Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? Let's know his name. I'm going to prove it. Oh, I have my bar full back? Oh, the bar resets every trial. Interesting. But you feel like it did yesterday. I called you this anyway, and I'm not leaving. You heard Larry's testimony, you realize you're in danger. No, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. I can do. Go on in. It's sleeping most of the time. I wasn't running away or nothing. And when did you leave? Just about to say why. It's hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking. That's quite a good hit to the internet. What? Now, Polly is a bit of a bummer, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from friends. Only have them in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why did you go back to the caretaker shack? I kind of got lost, you see. Witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. And the police are apparently and he was only on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right, nice try from Carmen. No one's gonna believe that. Sure, not that. You kid had nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Seems like it. How could you know you didn't do anything with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has not memory of who he is. You claim he's lying and show the court proof. Of court, it's impossible. Can't you come to your senses, Mr. Wright? Very well, but please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. And the grudge against Edwards and the victim, Robert Hammond. Why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything being several years ago. You can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. And otherwise it's going to be the same thing ever until the trial's end. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. We say the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness memory of the past and like to her into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. Witness has said it's nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, wow, now this is intense. I'd like to know myself. So, who is he? Karma. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court, I believe. Yogi? This name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. But what does this mean? Your Honor, this means the man Yogi has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusion again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is court of law. You may require need proof. Allow me to repeat one more thing. The witness has lost his memory. Is it? Better do this now. I can prove Yogi right here now. What else to go? Nick? How are you going to prove it? I can prove his name is Yanni Yogi. Quite simple, Your Honor. Please take this man's fingerprints. I'm going to compare them to the fingerprints on file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. It makes sense. Huh? So very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? Witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? Oh, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked as a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuffy yup. Sneak. Burned your fingerprints over to hide your past. Oh, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we're not able to prove his identity. Oh. Now what you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? Everything. I just can prove it. Oh, I can let it end like it's gonna look. Another way. There is no way. There's no one who can testify as who this witness is. No one. Think what I'm going to do. If you consider that, I might even raise the fingerprint. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this parrot for the comic relief? And yeah, very funny. You're sure winner from Karma. Wait a second. Parrot? Yeah, you're not going to. Your Honor? The defense would like to make Mr. Van Karma up on his proposal. Mr. Van Karma up? Oh, my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness pet parrot. Oh, what do you think, Mr. Karma? Even as is a phrase, I object. Wait a second, you were the one who suggested it. I cross-examined the parrot from Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Oh, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Please be the clown of the circus. Of course you should go through with this and nothing comes out of it, and I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick? This is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? I'm doing it. When this comes hurt, Your Honor. There's some thickest thing I've ever heard. Every person testing me, every piece of evidence. Except, she's my last chance. At least I think so. Bev? Bring in the pirate. That's quite a bird. Please tell me your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me! Very well, witness, who's your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, Squawk. What to do? Well, you have to call her by your name, right? I have to call her by your name, so... Oh, I can pick profiles? Or... Okay, I have to press it. Witness, you can just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Oh yeah, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? I should get her to say your name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk? Is that right? I think we established that parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with owner's identity? No, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that now. The question prevented the matter. Very well, witness. Here's your testimony. not penalized for that. Save? Why? I'm trying to get our thing into the game. Polly, what was the number to the save in the shack? 1228. 1228. Oh, what a reckless parrot. Almost right. You aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Well, actually it does. That's why I have to say it. Huh? Ridiculous. How can that number to save us who the caretaker is? Where's your proof? What could possibly link his number to the caretaker's true identity? Was it not, yeah, the date of the text case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Right. Where in this file is something relating to the save number? Case summary? Case summary. Case summary. Case summary. Weep! What do you mean? You're a weep. Am I weep? I'll let this thing on my head come after you, huh? My little dragon. Doesn't do anything, so I shouldn't know why I should tell it, but... Why do you call me a weep, by the way? I'm just playing an Ace turn. I don't know, are you a weep? On the case summary page. Case summary, specify the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. But why did you call me a weep? Huh? Huh? What makes me? What makes I'm really a woman. I said today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on the save is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for her save. That's how important the date was to him. Just came by. I know you just came by. You're calling me a weep already. Sometimes I actually feel well. I take some jokes I take too serious. I don't say that all females do this and that none of the boys do it, but mostly females, most of them, some can take a joke, and I'm guilty by that. I just set up secret numbers to date. Maar this is not tankable proof. Set my ATM card number 20001 because I'm number 1. That has nothing to do with the date, nothing. Eat. Alone is a little weak for evidence in the murder trial. We need some other corroboration evidence. I'm going to find that. Nick, we gotta close her. One more, if you use just one more piece of evidence. Right, what? Very well, witness, you may continue. I'll start talking with a parrot. You should hear speak, you must speak to me. I can't believe you let you speak to a parrot. So the last thing I can press for the first one. How is life? How is life? Na 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 na. Is I call 2 games again? Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6. Squawk! I can't believe to say that here. But that like it's something to do with DL6. Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello? Squawk! What's to say? Forgot! Something we forgot. Hello? Squawk! Not working, Nick. You won't say it. Won't you say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me if my karma expected this. Couldn't have you trained the parrot, could you? Trainer not to respond when we ask if you've forgotten anything. What do I have to do anymore? Press it again? I pressed anything, any of... I pressed anything! Huh? I pressed all 3 of them. So try to get some information from me to know just my own Yogi. I'm here to speak. You must speak to me. I can't believe you're speaking to a parrot. What's the name? Doesn't matter. This is a save number. That's the DL6 files. The only thing I can still do is hit the name and say that doesn't hold any importance. Fascinating, you claim that the player's name will prove our own identity. The show is this proof. Listen, we're not here to answer this question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is any Yogi. All you have to do is to name Polly a Yogi. Monarch, prove that the caretaker's name. I assume. I'm not punished for that. Is that in the DL6 files? Wait. Polly or what? This Polly. Oh, the wife of Yanni is called Polly. This is why the bird has the name Polly. Oh. Oh, it is the DL6 files. Quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? You must stop wasting your time. On the suspect dates page. This page has all the information about Gianni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that yet. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jane. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. Wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. Mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she called Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does it make you my granddaughter's fiancé? I'm 7-year-old. Enough. I think you've reached a conclusion here. A mere coincidence, that's all. So that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally, connecting feebly to hide his true identity. I think for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Gianni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a babe in this very court. Order, 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 Gianni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Lance Edward for his death. Yes, Trust me, I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said he was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. That's innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. I won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, my package arrived. I was leather and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who to send it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edward. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edward? What do you mean? Not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edward yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? I arrest you, Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. And the defendant Miles Edward is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mystery years left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. I would like to pass judgment of the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? Leave it. Thanks for conversation, Indian. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edward, not guilty. That's all. Court is adjourned. That's it? Did someone say objection? I want to it, but it means. Oh. Edward. Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? Not innocent at all. We have heard Johnny Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick? Edward is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. Going to tell them he was murdered in. Well, what do I do? Objection! Pass, object to Edward outburst. Something like this happened yesterday. I believe a certain witness raised an objection after the guilty verdict was passed. Let's hear this new statement. Let's hear Miss. Oh, Lord. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. Now I know it wasn't a dream. Johnny Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot was a suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident was me. Honor, I confess my guilt. Guilty for the DL6, the state of limitations of which ends today. Culprit is me. Wonder, well, this is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime, therefore which the statute of limitation runs out today. Not really sure how I should deal with this. Ah, obvious. Not a trial. Right here, right now. We tried this man for the crime of 15 years ago. And there is no extra day. I think it's a good late to take a 15-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, right? I just wasted all of your effort. Edward, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad. I didn't want to believe myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, Rush is reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Case for what? Huh? Is it obvious? I'm going to put him as Rush is innocent once again. What are you talking about, though? He just admitted to it. He's confessed that he did it in court. Sorry, Edward. I don't believe you're right, babe. What? It's just a dream, not real. The truth is right here in this court record. How many cases died in your belt? The real fight's just beginning. If you're innocent, trust me. Right? I'll fight to the death. I'll fight from karma out of it. And I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edwards admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. And to pointless, let the defense do the cross-examination. Statute of limitations on the innocence runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Miles Edgeworth. Mrs. 15 goes, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is correct? It is correct. And testify about the matter to this to court. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be key, but only if we get it to work. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to serve one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi used their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We're stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. No oxygen in the elevator ran out and lost my memory of the event. Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. No, I do it still. Ah! That day, I come to the courtroom with her. What was the time your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. Now my father lost and Von Karma was prosecuted attorney. Von Karma? You were handling the case? 15 years ago, I don't remember the details. Karma's evident. We went to leave, an earthquake struck trapping us in the elevator. There were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? 9-year-old boy at the time, what could I do? Scared, trembling in the corner. But then... the heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bar of Yanni Yogi's. Safety must have come off and it fell from his holster. He picked it up. What happened next? I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I think he knew it was dangerous, but then I was getting so thick I panicked. You're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. A moment later there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Been fired once? Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, it echoed in my earth. Every day, gunshot and a horrible scream. A terrible scream, I remember it to this day. This day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever forget the scream as long as I live. Yes, or that has more clear context evidence. I don't know what it means, but I find out quick. Oh, there must be... Is that the part that... It's something you remember so clearly. So clearly and so... Let's puzzle out in... This thing. I don't want to hold. No, that's not evidence. That was also probably not the pistol. Is it again the DL6 case? No. schema I have to search. It's the schema I have to find. Having fun. My creator picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot on the screen. Didn't. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. See? No, Jan, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. The plain contradicts the witness testimony. You enjoyed taking out that file, don't you? Don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us on which page it's on. Which page contradicts Mr. L's statue? That's the courthouse. Officer trapped in an elevator, returning from a hostile with son. Of H9, one bullet found in the heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. The victim data in this file. That is quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edwards only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was accidentally firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The offense is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. Good point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as you heard. One of the shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Any proof that the other shot was fired to do with the case? I think we should show proof. This photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I see the victims laying there sketched outward. The fire twice the time in, the photo proves it. Let me guess, the photo proves two shots were fired where? Or please get a clue. It's the window. It should be obvious the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Come on, Mark. Kicking Edwards was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. It's also the murder weapon was fired twice. That's common order than Edwards fired the second shot. Order. It's alright. What are you driving at? It's quite simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Greggy's Edwards' heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? Conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Is that right? But who could someone else be? Well, the murder, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasy got out of my hands. Mr. Wright, look one more at the DL6 in the case file. Look closely, try the case summary page. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times and the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. But the claim that Edward's life was the one fired by his own son. That's the truth of this matter, the whole truth. There's definitely something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order. Is that right? It's proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice the time of the incident. However, as Mr. von Karma says, the second bullet fire was not found. Highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defendant's claim. Someone who killed. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. What's happened? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was that wrong? Been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. Looks like I'm wrong. Nick? Second bullet wasn't there, normal conjectures are for nothing. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you get Edwards declared innocent. I'm sorry, but just when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was certain of it. I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now, I was wrong to think I could be the simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Yeah? We have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. The shot was fired by Miles Edwards. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edwards before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the title so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you kept your father that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, please accept the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitation of the murder of a character runs out today, therefore I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right there. And now, indeed, does anyone have any objections? Oh, it's just on the first day in court. So many things in which to say. My mind's goes blank to find the word. Objection! Your Honor. I object. Mr. Wright, omdat ik gaan zie objecten. Nick. It's perfect. He said it's all perfect. Oh. Must exist. Second bullet. Oh, what? You say? Nothing? Bullet must exist. Oh yeah. 18 is not going to produce any answer for Mr. Wright. Thank you, Honor. The second bullet existed. What? Richard's here proves that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. Just that someone took it from the scene of crime. That's what happened. But who? A murderer. Murderer? That all shows who is this murderer? I'll think about that one. Someone took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would I have found it? Not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? I didn't need it. Why the murderer have to spend time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Ark. Take it, the murderer wanted to. Why the bullet was taken, why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if you would hit it, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? Not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just taking off the top of my head, but what if really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I get this how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. All the 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edwards and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes? 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol on his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet fires. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer reaches open the elevator door and sees the man inside. Right, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying. You're saying deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. I was wounded at the time of the incident, he's right. I can think of anyone. Hey Nick, I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Krosberg said yesterday? Jackie Edward dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Must have been quite a shock for Hong Kong when he took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yet, an unusual event for the man. It was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prostitution. Of shock, but took it because he was injured. Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the Deal 6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It's from karma. Oh man. Something on Mr. Wright using based. No, Your Honor. Well, you have to indicate the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh no, there is a suspect, one lone suspect. That's certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who's your suspect? Von Karma. Karma? You mean Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Ah, you don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? I claim that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have no need surgery, no? Where did it go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify. Nick? Let's find out who this doctor is. Use. Right, what? I know Von Karma perhaps well. Perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Nobody didn't undergo surgery. Don't leave a doctor as a witness. Hey. Von Karma pulled out the bullet by himself? It's a thing. Yeah. Just pull bullets out of your... 8. 10. That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was sure? There's no evidence, so... If you're Mr. Perfect, Mr. Perfect wants to leave nothing behind, and... I'm still to find the doctor operate on Von Karma now, even if Von Karma doesn't do a surgery. Since you finally come to your senses. Realize the truth, you can prove something didn't happen. Nick? Record. See something. What record? What could be in there? Not time, but I think we must go. Right, Von Karma, prove it. I even use evidence. I don't really like it so much. What? Evidence that proves Von Karma was shot as? What exactly is that? Sorry. Curse if you would. I don't want a penalty! No. What is the evidence he shot? Is it an evidence? Do I have evidence? At least that. It's also not that, and I have to show evidence. So it is not shotgun. It's not a photo. Is it in the files? Or is it me? I don't have evidence, and I have to prove it. Then... Also not that. I'll find it. I'll find it. No, it's not a parrot. It's also not the metal detector, so at least the gun. Hello? I don't think it's the parrot. You've been shot by the parrot. I don't have anything to show. Huh? I don't get it. Unless you prove something didn't happen. Nick? Court record. There must be something. So the parrot, the metal detector. I don't think it's Gourd Lake. Also don't think it's the lake photo. Or I also see the board. Oh, this is... this is... Ah, I'm stupid. Of course the metal detector, because the bullet is made of metal, and if he's still holding it, then... I don't know as far as the bullet now. I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. That's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Even possible for all these years. And the one way to find out, I could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, come run its overview and see what I find. Like now, aren't you? I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order. Your Honor, the defense requested that we will be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does it mean? I don't know, but you have to give it a shot. It reacted something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. Was you. I was afraid this would happen. So I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? A shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. Why haven't you checked then? Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything. Mr. Wright, who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Can I? Can I? Can I prove it? Can I? Of course you can't. You don't have any DL6 evidence. Yesterday. No proof you can convince me of any kind. Sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm not the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom, but you see, I have proof. Once, why would I have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. This. That's the bullet. Where did you get that? That's the bullet used in the DL6 incident. That was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. You may recall the term, it came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. When I examined the markings, you could tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One the bullet removed from Gregory's Edgeworth heart, and one other is Mr. Von Karma's is the bullet buried in your shoulder. You could analyze both bullets, but if the markings match, you would know the both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we compare the ballistic markers to those of this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Are you done, Karma? I'm not gonna yell that because I need to preserve my voice. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Like that 15 years ago. From Karma? It was you. You who screamed. From Karma. Edgeworth! Edgeworth, only you would defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with my penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my hands. Are you... Okay, Karma, come. Come down, Karma. Otherwise you will burst your head open. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. Careless. Sorry, but you have to penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock, like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? Hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court record's room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. I saw there are 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen interpretation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moment, Gregory Edgeworth was still conscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. That's the perfect time. Who would have thought? Another man who got open that elevator door. Judge? What? What are you doing? You need your job. Bring me an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to an end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor, you were innocent. You are innocent. She said it was all a nightmare. As you honor. The court found the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Not guilty. That's all. Court is adjourned. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? On camera looked even paler than usual. Better to be all cool, but in fact I crushed him, Nick. Crushed him. Let's say I'm impressed. Pretty close though. Not sure we had it. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time, not yourself, but now it's just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? Not sure how to say this. I know. Right, thank you. I see. Thank you, right? Welcome. I think you could have known better than that. Sorry, I'm not. That is sorry. You got a lot to learn, Edward. But you're there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I know you want, pal. Well, tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? Hey, Mr. Edward, you should take a lesson with the detective. Come shoot. How you say? Thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You get used to it. 15 years since I've seen Exorcist unguarded. Hey, you all. Ada! I'm okay, dinner. Thank Alright, George, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were insolent from the start, of course. Look at you. You want to stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. You want to witness one of the first day of the betrayal, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lola? Oh, with me, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? Let's do that. Huh? And not the hold-up guy from the park. Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face lady? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Hey, you don't look sick. It's Fiance. She's going to live in Paris. There's Nick. She's leaving me behind. I see that coming. Yo, G. There you are. Yes, here, man. Congrats, Sachi. Here, a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration? That's the usual for you. Hey, Bud, you come along night too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Here, yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. He says treat. That's no please stop the prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, lady. Right. Yeah, what's up? I have a lot that lady gave me. It's got money in it. Oh yeah, that's not too strange. People gave me money away to celebrate sometimes. It's 38 bucks, right? Huh? No, wait a minute. It's not little, but it's not a lot either. 38 bucks exactly? Nick! Wasn't that the exact amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edwards in school? Larry, it was you! You was so surprised about it, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as suspect. Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and then the rest is history. I never was good at history. Actually, what you didn't, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Someone else is saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? That's all. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. If something smells, it's usually the butt. I know. Right? Really right? I'm surprised you didn't figure this out. This share is unexpected 10 event of turns, huh? Edward? You should have told me. No, Nick. This was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edward? Let's say so, yes. There you have it. But just leave me. I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. You've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. You get worked up too easily too. That's the death sentence for both of you. And if only I'd known I would become a prosecutor. Good for me, only the other way around. For the longest time I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in the part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edward. Want to search right? Hey, I'll line up, I'll take a photo. A photo time, let's go! And after that, then on me. Detective Grimshoe took us out on the town that night. To celebrate Edward's newfound freedom, even though Edward himself was still in detention. September 29th, 5:02 AM by the Cola office. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5. Maybe we should go back to sleep. What's this? Letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm the spirit medium. Training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edwards too. Wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I'm gonna say it to your face, so I left this letter behind. Goodbye, Nick. What time is it? First trains for the mountains have already left the station. I guess I'm too late. Oh! Nick! Oh yeah? So you're leaving. Yeah, it's hard to be in a spirit mean we can talk to spirit. And I think you're too fine now, I mean, it's good, okay? Right! Oh, I never could have saved Edward without you. What? Unless I have the trial. I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sisters? That's only her voice, but still. At the very end of when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Grimm will help you and Mr. Postberg and Larry. The only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. You want to stop from the karma, Maya? Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence to set you out. Evidence? A bullet? Karma was convinced he'd taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. It was the bullet that put an end to Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training, come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. So, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the no-office defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. The same old Casey cast of characters. Ah, don't you give credit yet, amateur. Right, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Ah, yes, Your Honor. I've got a bad feeling about this. Is this the end? Hey pal, Mr. Wright first came down to the clinic to wish me a happy new year. Got quite a pleasant surprise. Oh, Detective Kimchu! And he on his head. Now I went right back to the outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Is this the end? Nick? I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working in a tea shop. Isn't a right right now. Yeah, modeling work, guess, huh? Modeling work, eh, lady? As usual. Ooh, right? Yeah, I remember him. Heard he's been busy lately. No, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm very grateful. Phoenix, right? The defense attorney from home wrote that evidence for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Could you be in the area? Please stop by. Game? Oh? Oh, shoot. Phoenix, right. He has me as understudy. Was he not? What are you doing? You haven't seen him all late. The days of my youth, like the scene of fresh lemon you see. And pickle your mustache. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? I'm not buying it. Maybe you start with a name like Phoenix. You know, it's different. Even though this is. I'm gonna read that in time. want to keep moving on the show. I don't want to ruin any kids thing, you know. This is the end. I skip this. I guess I can skip this. Sending on the water. I want to visit, but I sent her some pink princess training cards. Guess you can buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Or we then, if we're wandering around. Let's wait till this is over. I want to end. Take a shower. Right? What's that? Wanna talk? Let's talk pink princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the pink princess suit. I want to talk. What's kind of a show for a boy might than the range? What's in it then? I remember right, the lawyer guy. And me, I'm been training to become a paranormal photographer. No, the picture I took of everyone. Oh, just behind them, there's a ghost. For you. Oh, that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Is there a ghost on it? Oh, that's a big ribbon. That's not the end, right? A brand new episode has been. I don't wanna. No. I don't wanna start. No. No. I'm gonna. I was gonna say I'm not gonna end it here. I still 2.5 hours. I have to do some stuff for school tomorrow. I'm gonna physically to school again. If you like what you see, don't follow the press the follow button if you want to stay up to date. If you also want to stay up to date, I'm gonna do a little bit of self-shaming. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's a lot. I also have this. Yeah, look. I have a Discord, so if you want to stay up to date with the channel, either press the follow down below. And if you're watching this back on YouTube, follow the channel. You can either join the Discord through one of the videos, links, descriptions, and let me especially know that you joined through this. That's the best place to stay up to date or stay in chat with me. And with that, I'm gonna say have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next stream Saturday with maybe some Diva X, maybe some AFT. Who knows? Until then, have a wonderful day, and until we meet again.